Hi, and welcome to the Ada K Show. I am Ada K. Brown, and am currently a criminal justice major, and I'm a deaf courtroom commentator. Grab a cup of Java, and let's dive in. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I don't get to say that very often, but good afternoon. And yes, I'm pigtailing it. Couldn't help myself. How are we doing today? Did everybody get good sleep? God, I hope so. I finally got sleep. Yay! Yay. All of a sudden, I'm getting notifications, dings that I should not be getting. Oh, and it bangs in my ear. Let's see. There we go. How is everybody doing? Awesome. Wonderful. Just turned off notifications so it won't be doing in my ear. Okay, guys, are we ready for Lori Vallow Daybell? Are we ready? I'm ready. I want to say hello to all of you today. Aaron, Gerald, and Miss June, our first three in chat. We also have, let's see, Sandra. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Honey, 2800. Aaron, you shared. I'll create the link for the bingo. Just a second. Defender C. Morales, June, one sunny day. And Ronnie, oh my gosh, y'all are all amazing. I am grabbing the bingo card as we speak. There we go. There's today's bingo's card. I'm pinning it. It's pinned. For those of you who don't know, we have a fabulous person by the name of June, and she does our bingo cards for us. We like to play bingo. We do. It's a little fun, something quirky, something fun to do. We love it. So we thank you. Thank you so much. I am in the process of getting my life. Why isn't it showing? Facebook has started deleting lives after 30 days, whether you want them or not, which upsets me. But now I can't edit. They changed it. What? I can't go in and edit audience. Well, let's see if anybody's. Okay, so that didn't work. Delete. Let me know you're here. Okay, so hello everybody. Today we are in the Lori Vallow trial. We're going to see what kind of drama she strums up this morning. Don't forget and remember that this woman is a character. It won't let me edit. Can I go in here and edit? It won't let me do what I'm supposed to do. They changed everything. Okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let me know. Can somebody go over and let me know? Okay, guys. So here's the deal. Lori Vallow is getting ready to make her entrance. Everybody is there. The judge is there. Her lawyer is there. So let's go and see what shenanigans that Miss Lori Vallow has for us today. Last night was very interesting, y'all. Yesterday, she was in court claiming to be ill once again, not being ill. She was forced to stay. She whined about it, but in front of everybody, ooh, that looks good. In front of everybody, she did great. In front of the jury, she was everything she should be. However, I'm going to bring these down a little bit. However, what's the word I'm looking for? What the heck? I don't want that. Once the jury was out of sight, out of mind, she did not speak to the judge. She refused to speak. She kept her mouth shut, would not answer questions. It was very interesting, y'all. Very interesting. So I don't know what's happening here. We'll see. Who are all these people piling in? I'm trying to do two things at once. Forgive me. Oh, are you in the wrong place? Are you? Yes, I know. Thank you for talking back. We are getting ready for the opening argument of Lori Daybell. I've closed the game. I usually play alongside your stream so I can play bingo this time. Oh, one sunny day. You are so right. I too want to know, who is she going to compare herself to today? In the Book of Mormons, which she has done many times, which we do not fully agree with. I don't like her doing that. So while we're doing this, we're going to show you the bingo card. We have a free space. We have Jeep Wrangler, Chad Daybell, Alex Cox, cell phone data sustained, overruled, endangered children, U-Haul, insurance money, bring the truth, Rexbury PD, opening statements, great risk, grandparents, bring the juice, attempted red room, FOIA, religious groups, objection, doomsday, conspiracy, Lori Daybell, 2nd of October 19, storage unit, and boys ID. So those are what are on our bingo cards. Thank you, everybody. That does look like that's the Daybell family hopping in. And that's a good thing. Believe it or not, she does. Surprisingly. How do you like my little pigtails? My little pigtails. I know. Do you know who made me do this? Do you know who made me do this? Diane, my interpreter. Thank you for the bingo cards, June. June, you're amazing at that. You're so awesome. Thank you, everybody. Oh, hello for South Carolina. Welcome, reasonably doubtful. Thank you, so in. FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. Yeah, as soon as I turned off of it, I went, I know what that is. But thank you very much. I didn't. It was like I got off and I went, I got to go back to that. Yep. By the way, you guys, today is National Moonshine Day. And I got moonshine. Yes. Sorry for the bags. I was running in. I went to the liquor store and got me some moonshine. But the moonshine company, which you'll see in a minute, that I love is the Smoky Moonshine from Tennessee. I went to their distillery. I'm a Tennessee hillbilly. And then there's a new one called Sip and Cream Sugarlands version of moonshine. And I don't know where they're out of. Trying to find where they're out of. Oh, they too are in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So we got 2 Tennessee moonshines. So I tried to get similar flavors. Some of them I didn't. But smoky moonshine is my favorite of all moonshines. Um, so in the smoky moonshine version, I've got orange sunshine slice. I've got punch. I got one of my favorites, which is butter pecan. Oh my gosh, tastes like a pecan pie. And Mountain Java coffee cream liqueur. And then I have Mr. Gerald on a mission, my honey bun. My my fiancé, my fianceur, um, he is going to get me a big jar of my maraschino cherries soaked in moonshine. Welcome, everybody. I normally don't drink. This will be just a sip to compare taste. I'm not a drinker in reality. I'm really not. So we have a chocolate coffee in the other brand. We have a dark chocolate in the other brand. We have the electric orange in the other brand. We have apple pie moonshine, which is not usually my favorite. It's usually too appley, but they also have a banana pudding in the other moonshine. So we on breaks are going to be comparing moonshine. Oh, moonshine. Hope you get Gerald. Don't call in the lope. Although that's an option. Ooh, I have some downstairs. We have moonshine distillery in the cake called O'Donnell's. Oh, sneaky girl. Yeah. Hello, it's Brit. Ronnie, I'm not going to drink tonight. I'll get wait. Yeah, I know, right? Well, this when we compare, it will be a sip. It will be a sip. This is a coffee, dark chocolate coffee. Okay. I'm gonna move this and put orange and orange. I don't have banana on this one, but yep. So we're gonna be doing some moonshine. Yeah, right. Well, the thing about apple pie, it sometimes is too bitter. Now, if you pour it over a hot apple pie, oh, doggy, it's good. But yeah, we're gonna do a little sip of each, and that's all. Because I am a featherweight, and I don't believe in getting drunk on live. I don't want to. If I start using Mr. Van Gogh too much, you'll know I'm drunk. No, I don't get drunk. We don't do that online. But we have new people here. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I'm Ada K. We do some different things here than other people, like a moonshine sampling. But it, what can I do? It's National Moonshine Day. Yep, that be it, boo. Oh, he buying me the bottle of cherries. Now, here's the thing. The Old Smoky, they actually have moonshine with real fruit. They have peach, they have, pineapple, they have apple, they have cherry, where the fruit is in the moonshine. Now, I will tell you what's cool about the cherry is that with the cherry, if you have a really bad cough, moonshine's good. Take a few sips for me, I shall. I'm going to my caravan on the north coast tomorrow, so we may need to raise a glass then. Raise a glass then. Brandon Boudreaux is already in the courtroom. As for Nate Eaton, I wonder if Brandon will be able to stay in the courtroom during the entire trial. I would bet you he would. I bet you he did. I bet you he would. I have loaded everybody up. Let me get Nate back up. Nate and Justin Luna. Opening statements will have streaming coverage for today, but they will be 30 minutes delayed. So we will have to, that's why we're starting at this time and not right on the dot. So Lori Daybell will be in court. Opening started 23 minutes ago by Tina K. Let me do this. We got a lot going on. I don't want to spoil it for you. So we don't want to spoil it. So I'm not going to spoil it. It's not what I want to do. Please no spoilers. I know we can read stuff and that's fine, but please no spoilers. Y'all pray for Diane, our interpreter. She would have been here today, but unfortunately she did not get any sleep last night. I want to be excused today. Reason is physical. Driving home yesterday, I broke out in cold sweats. I did not sleep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we've already lost one juror. Day one, lost one. Hello, everybody. Hello, True Crimes Hockey Mom. Thank you so much for joining. We greatly appreciate y'all, all of y'all, for being here. OMG. State. Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying to modify. Nope. Okay. I'm fixing the banner. So forgive me if I'm looking away. I have a banner that I create so you guys can follow along with who is doing what, when, where, and how, and why. And I'm getting it ready for opening statements with Miss Trina K. She will be doing the opening statements for the state. There we go. Perfecto. Y'all, I'm real nervous about my college class that I'm taking. It's been a little bit difficult. I've had to have several meetings with the professor because it's crazy. I don't understand what they want. So there we go. I'm Ronnie. I think Rexburg is the card is supposed to be Rexburg FYI. Probably is. Well, oh, God only knows. Oh, I already wanted to quit this class. But the professor is cool. He's really kind. He's really tried. We've had another meeting. I thought I had this massive assignment due, and it's like, no, that's 5. You got 5 weeks to do this, boo. I'm like, oh, but I have another assignment that's due Sunday. I'm behind the ball. So this is what y'all are going to start seeing. I hope y'all like it. I'm trying to keep everybody up in the know. Hey, Nene Wigs, how are you doing? By the way, love that photo of you rocking it. Ada K, I went to university at 50 to do my first degree. No shame in asking questions. Best get it clarified. Well, that is exactly what I'm doing. Private Ross 99. I'm guessing she will again say, evidence will show. Ain't that the truth? Evidence will show. We're going to switch over here for a moment, though. I think we're just slightly behind with the court feed. With Trial TV Live, Court TV, although I like their stream because they don't have all this stuff. They only have this. They don't have all the stuff running on the bottom. So we'll stick with it. No spoilers. No spoilers, please. That is all a June question, and she's not in here yet, so we'll get a hold of her. Ronnie, if possible, can you get a hold of June in Discord and find out the clarifications to those questions? If we can't, I'll just make the decision myself. But this is her bingo card. If you could do that, please. I'm kind of skirting around here. I bet it will be soon. Hi, Private Ross 99. Thank you for joining. We greatly appreciate you being here. Oh, before we actually get into trial, I need to clarify things for all of you new people here. I am Ada K. I am deaf without my hearing aids. I can talk, but I have no hearing without them. So sometimes we have an interpreter pop on. Number 2, we like to play games here, and we have merch, and you can win free merch. And ways you can do that is we have end of the month drawings. Every day we draw a name to go in that pot. And how do we do that? Well, you can enter by commenting, I liked. You like the stream. Comment here into chat, put ILIKED. It will be verified. If you shared the chat, come into chat and put I shared. You will get entries. If you are a first-time visitor and you are not a subscriber and you subscribe, put I sub. And that is for the end of the month $50 giveaway of merch. If you already have the merch, then I'll give you something else that's equal value. We have a bingo for every trial now. And so this trial, if you get a bingo, vertical, horizontal, or diagonal, you can get 5 bingos. You can send bingos. If you do a coverall, every time, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bingos, I think, maximum. Every time you hit I bingo, comment, at the end of the day, we'll draw a person. At the end of the trial, we'll have a winner. So please, that is what all that's about. I know some people were asking, what is all that about? That's what that's about. All right, let's get into trial. We have a lot of new people, so I really needed to explain.
As you can see, we have extra jurors just in case someone can't proceed, which you'll observe that we already had to use or let one juror go. At this time, the state can proceed with its opening statement.
Thank you. A Jeep Wrangler. The Texas license plate, no rear tire, and dark tint, was parked right up next to Brandon Boudreaux's driveway, idle. At 9:13 a.m. on October 2nd of 2019, Brandon Boudreaux returned home. That Jeep had been idling there already for over an hour. When Brandon turned onto a street, he immediately noticed this Jeep because it was parked so close to his driveway. The back of the Jeep was facing towards him, and he immediately also noticed that there was no rear tire. He saw a Texas plate on the Jeep, and then he saw that back window of the Jeep open up. A rifle barrel come out and point at him. And then bang! He heard a shot and his window shattered right next to him. Brandon hit the accelerator and he took off. He turned the corner and drove a block or so away and stopped, calling 911. He talked to the operator and told them where this Jeep was going. As Brandon was speaking with the 911 operator, he had no idea that that bullet had struck his car just a few inches from his head. You'll learn that in the back of that Jeep was this defendant's brother, Alex Cox. He had been lying in wait with a rifle for Brandon to return home. This defendant, Lori Vallow Daybell, the woman seated over here, had loaned her Jeep to her brother so he could drive it to Arizona. So he could be in the back of that Jeep with very dark tint that no one could see through and wait for Brandon to return home. The goal of this defendant and her co-conspirators, to shoot and kill Brandon Boudreaux. So let's talk about October 2nd and the weeks leading up to that. All of the actions that this defendant did in furtherance of that conspiracy and the premeditated murder of Brandon Boudreaux.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I got major computer problems. Matt, is that Gerald? Is that Gerald? Come here, help. Help. It's not working.
It's not working.
This.
I don't know. It looks like a virus.
No shit. I got a virus, guys. I don't know how. I got a virus. Let me get you guys back up and running.
Right.
565 Pioneer Road. in
Guys, I got a
Idaho.
virus I'm dealing with, but this
Lori
is
took
still up and
the Jeep
running.
Wrangler
I'll be muted.
and a Nissan Rogue, and Alex brought his Ford F-150. So everyone had their own vehicles. You're going to learn that as the divorce is proceeding between Brandon and his then wife, Melanie, that they put their house up for sale. And Melanie moved out and got a rental property. When their house finally sold, Brandon had to rent a home too. And on September 13th of 2019, he rented a house at 3875 East Phelps Street in Gilbert. Brandon will tell you his plan initially was to stay in his own house almost up to the time of the closing and then move into the rental property. You will see a text message that Melanie asked Brandon for his new address. They had children in common, so he didn't think anything of this. And he sent her the address. That was on September 17th. You'll learn that Melanie Boudreaux, this defendant's niece, was the only person who knew Brandon's address, who knew 3875 East Phelps Street, and who also knew this defendant and Alex Cox. Brandon barely moved into that house before the shooting. In fact, he'd moved in sooner than he thought because Melanie told him she was going out of town and offered him the kids for an extra weekend. And so he moved in sooner and took the kids while she flew to Rexburg, Idaho on September 26th through the 29th to be with this defendant.
Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go off camera for a second. I have got a virus screaming in my ears. If we get disconnected, I will reconnect us.
So in the weeks leading up to this October 2nd shooting, we'll talk about all of these things that were done in furtherance of this conspiracy, starting with Lori Vallow's Jeep. You'll learn that Alex Cox searched out a place to have extra window tinting put on the Jeep. And I say that because you're going to see the photos from the Jeep in July, and you'll see there's tinting on the windows, but you can still see into it. And so on September 25th, Alex Cox took that Jeep to Dan's Window Tinting in Rexburg, Idaho, and he paid $200 to put some of the darkest tint you could put on it. You'll see those photos of what that Jeep looked like afterwards. This is the first action of this defendant, Lori Vallow, in the conspiracy, loaning her brother this Jeep and allowing him to put on these dark tint to get it ready so he can lie in wait and no one could see him in the back with that rifle.
Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I hope you have an awesome day. Till next time, take care.